Good morning and welcome back. It is Monday, 5th of August 2024, and it is D-Day. So, K100 is booked in for its roadworthy inspection today. Things have been a little bit manic this morning. I forgot the trailer plug adapter. I don't have one, so I had to race around and grab that. It's currently 5 to 9 and the booking is for 9:30. So this morning hasn't gone as I had planned, but anyway, I was meant to go through and check the bolts and make sure everything was Mickey Mouse. Currently got 6 minutes left on hopefully the final little piece. It's just a plug that I'm going to put in where the old speed sensor come out of. She's been on charge all night, so battery should be nice and topped up. Yeah, plan is unload the bike trailer, hook it up to the car, load this in, get it down there, and fingers crossed she passes roadworthy. So yeah, that's what episode 11 is about today. Hopefully we'll have an answer. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Go do it now. Here, press the button right here. Go do it. Have you done it? Press the button. Alright, so we've got the trailer all loaded up with the bike and we are en route to the inspection centre. It's only a couple of minutes down the road, so it is 9:20 now. As I said before, the booking's for 9:30, so there's definitely been nothing short of a shit show this morning, but hey, that's how I operate. So yeah, nothing more we can do now apart from just hope that the work that we've done is good enough. Hope that the bike doesn't fall over in the trailer on our way down there. Take it nice and easy. Yeah, I'll report back once the inspection's complete. See you on the other side. Wish me luck. Alright, just got back from the inspection centre. Got our beauty in the trailer still, haven't unloaded it. And it didn't pass, it failed. Probably should have expected that. Few, I would say, minor things to be done, nothing too major, so go through that and get to work, get these done and rebook the inspection. Let's go. Alright, there we go, all unloaded. So yeah, like I was saying, we did fail the inspection, but we've got a list here to work on, which is, I guess, a positive, because I didn't really know where I was going with it. So we need rear mud guard. It's got to come out to somewhere around here, and the indicators are too close. They need to be further apart. He did give me a bit of a manual to read through, but there's no information on widths or lengths or measurements in there, so it doesn't really help, but I guess it's something to go on. I've got the rear fender still, so we'll chuck that back on. Front fender, we need a front fender as well. A red reflector for the rear, so that'll go on the tail as well. Heat shield for the exhaust. We need to find something and bolt something on here. That's pretty much it. It's not really that bad, so everything else, it's mainly just the blinkers, reflector, the two mud guards. So like we got this one given to us with the bike, or when we purchased the bike, so maybe that's something we can look at figuring out how to mount there. It's probably going to be our easiest option. So wasn't sure how I was going to tackle this rear fender, rear mudguard. Toying with the idea of putting it back to factory. I have got the factory unit out there, but it would mean trying to get this hoop in. It's probably a bit too much work for what I really need. So what I think I'm going to do is got a bit of expanding foam. Went and bought a fiberglass kit today. So I think I'm going to make a bit of a mould with the foam, shape it up, try and keep this seat, and then we'll be able to use these bolts here to bolt it on and off. Bolt it on here, and hopefully this will give it a bit of rigidity. Fiberglass hopefully should keep it nice and strong coming through here. And then our tail lights and our blinkers on the side there, I think that'll work out pretty good. So let's give this a go. Alright, so 2 cans, or more than 2 cans. First can, had to go and buy more, and that's empty now, so nearly 3 full cans there of the smaller one. And it's well and truly, so the first can didn't even cover where I needed to for trimming. This one's massive, but I don't think the first can expanded. Maybe it was off or something, because this is crazy. But anyway, I'll get to trimming this now. Should be right, I think. It's been a fair few hours on there, so I'll get to trimming, hopefully get this trimmed up and see how I go fiberglass and give it a crack. Alright, yeah, that wasn't too bad, wasn't too hard really. Don't get me wrong, I definitely stuffed it up. So I mixed the full, I've gone and bought another kit because I stuffed up, but I mixed the full resin kit and the full hardener all in one, assuming that I would need it all in one go, which I didn't. And reading the can, it says that it starts to set after about 30 minutes, so which it did. So I've got at least half a tin that's set out there. Realistically, I didn't need the whole tin anyway, so lesson learnt. It's pretty hard, not perfect, but it will get me out of trouble. Need to do a bit of trimming here where it didn't go to plan, but I think the idea now would be to just finish off this front section, and that will give me something to bolt onto there. Once that's done, I can take the foam mold out and then trim, and then redo a little bit under here where it's gonna underlap here, somewhere to bolt onto at the end as well. So yeah, let's do this end, we'll let that set, and then we'll take that foam mould out. Let's go. So there we go. First time fiberglassing, first time using body filler. Really just a test run. This isn't going to stay on the bike forever. It's just to get past rego, but good little learning curve. I really enjoyed making this out of fiberglass, and I've also made a little mount to keep the mudguard in place. So yeah, definitely versatile stuff, this fiberglass. Definitely not perfect, but and neither is body filling, you can see. But anyway, it's good enough for the bush, good enough for me. I'm happy with it. So so our list was fit exterior guards, so front and rear. I have ordered the GSXR front mudguard, and just made some little standoffs, because obviously this is an 18-inch wheel, whereas the standard GSXR is 17-inch wheel, I think, and our tyre profile is probably a bit higher as well, so it didn't fit in the original mount. So I've made a little, what did I see it there, a little spacer bracket, front and back on both sides. The back one needs to be adjusted up, there's not much clearance there. Front one's good, clearance there, so we'll raise that up. That's all good. Rear mudguard, so that's where in the process of, so this was the stock standard one, a bigger cowling obviously with the seat unit. Seat's been thrown away, so reusing that with our custom made fiberglass cowling. Tail lamp, so reusing the tail lamps that we bought here, and then we're going to stick the indicators on our cowling to bring it out wider. That's one of the things that the inspector said. So these are leftovers from my Vulcan when I did the tail tidy on that, and a red reflector, so we'll mount that above here. Exhaust fit heat shield, so again this is using the same aluminium that we've got, that I used for the front cowling, front mudguard. Just bent up a few brackets, again good enough for the bush. The heat shield is fitted, again used off the Vulcan from when I changed the muffler or the exhaust system to the Delkovich. I need a permit, so we have to buy a permit for the pod filter. Basically all we have to do is paint and fit that, wire up the lights, and then we're good to go. Inspection is booked for next Tuesday. Today is Wednesday the 28th. I think it's Tuesday the 2nd of September. relief. They were picking on the angle of where the number plate sits. It should be a 45, should come down the fender eliminator essentially. But in the end, they were pretty happy with once the number plate goes on there, it'll be close anyway. So yeah, cheering. Took 2 goes, but that's alright. We've got that. We've got that inspection done. So now just wait for the paperwork to be emailed through, and I'll apply for the registration.